If you thought 1923 left your heart racing Yellowstone, 1944 promises to take that intensity to a whole new level. The trailer gives just enough glimpses to ignite excitement, but holds back enough to leave fans on edge, wondering how every choice, every character, and every twist will play out. Spencer Dutton is positioned as the central figure, yet the hints of conflict surrounding him suggest that no one, even the most loyal family member, is guaranteed safety. Fans are theorizing nonstop about how his relationship with his son John could evolve and whether mentorship might give way to tension, rivalry, or even betrayal. Meanwhile, Tiana Rainwater's journey remains shrouded in mystery, and the trailer's subtle hints suggest she could hold secrets that alter the course of the Dutton legacy or bring unexpected alliances into play. Elizabeth Dutton's child also looms as a potential game-changer, with fans speculating that inheritance disputes, power struggles, or dramatic confrontations could redefine the family tree in ways no one sees coming. The wartime backdrop of 1944 raises the stakes even higher. Unlike previous series, the prequel places the Duttons in a world where external threats, from war, social upheaval, and opportunistic rivals, loom as large as internal family conflicts. Every glance, pause, and tense moment in the trailer suggests that danger is never far away, creating a constant suspense that will keep viewers glued to the screen. What's most thrilling, though, is how 1944 seems to blend all these elements: returning characters, new faces, next-generation drama, wartime pressures, and emotional arcs into a story that is both unpredictable and deeply resonant. Fans are already theorizing about shocking betrayals, intense confrontations, and heart-wrenching moments that could rival or surpass the emotional highs of 1923. And while the trailer gives no definitive answers, it does hint at a series that will push every character to their limits. Test Loy. As the anticipation for Yellowstone 1944 builds, fans are left with more questions than answers, and that's exactly what makes this prequel so irresistible. Every trailer frame, every cast update, and every snippet of speculation feeds a growing theory machine in the fan community. Who will rise to power on the Yellowstone ranch? Will Spencer's leadership be challenged by Elizabeth's child, or will alliances shift in ways we cannot predict? Could Tiana's journey across Mexico or California tie back to the Duttons in a way that changes the family legacy forever? These unanswered questions fuel excitement and ensure that every fan is thinking, theorizing, and imagining multiple scenarios, from heartbreaking betrayals to triumphant victories. The tension is heightened by the world outside the ranch. The backdrop of World War II adds an extra layer of complexity, danger, and unpredictability. It's not just a story about family drama. It's about survival in a turbulent world where every decision carries consequences that could ripple for decades. The trailer teases this with subtle cues, worried glances, tense standoffs, and moments of quiet reflection that hint at internal struggles, moral dilemmas, and unspoken conflicts. Fans know from experience with 1923 that these moments often foreshadow events that are both shocking and unforgettable. And while speculation runs rampant, one thing is clear: 1944 is shaping up to be a prequel that doesn't just fill in gaps, it expands the Yellowstone universe, redefining the stakes, deepening the mythology, and offering emotional payoffs that could surpass anything we've seen before. Returning actors like Brandon Slenar, Amina Nees, and Michelle Randolph, alongside rumored appearances from Kurt Russell, signal that the performances will carry the emotional weight and intensity required to make these storylines resonate. Fans can expect both intimate character moments and high-stakes drama, all while exploring themes of loyalty, even after all the trailers, cast updates, and fan theories, Yellowstone 1944 manages to keep its deepest secrets tightly under wraps, and that's part of what makes the anticipation so intoxicating. The prequel doesn't just promise answers, it promises more questions, more suspense, and more emotional intensity than we could have imagined. Every shot in the trailer seems calculated to make fans think, theorize, and debate endlessly. Will Spencer maintain his hold on the ranch, or will the next generation challenge him in ways that shock us all? Could Tiana's journey across new lands unexpectedly intersect with the Duttons, forever altering the course of the family's legacy? And Elizabeth's child, what role will they play in the unfolding drama? And could they be the wild card that changes everything we thought we knew about the Yellowstone timeline? These unanswered questions are the perfect recipe for suspense. The trailer hints at internal betrayals, external threats, and the relentless push and pull between duty, ambition, and survival. Fans have already begun speculating about potential alliances, betrayals, and confrontations that could rival the most shocking moments from 1923, and with the series set against the global upheaval of World War II, the stakes feel higher than ever. It's not just about the Duttons surviving, it's about how every choice reverberates across generations, shaping the family's future in ways both devastating and inspiring. The emotional weight of the story is matched by its suspense. Moments of quiet reflection, intense standoffs, and fleeting glances in the trailer suggest that the prequel will keep viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering who will rise, who will fall, and who will make sacrifices that could haunt them and the audience for years to come. Fans are particularly intrigued by the hints of moral complexity woven throughout the trailer. No character appears entirely safe, and no decision seems without consequence. Spencer. By now, the excitement for Yellowstone, 1944, is reaching a fever pitch, and the trailer has done nothing but amplify the anticipation. Fans are not just waiting to see familiar faces return, they are waiting to witness a story that promises to shake the very foundations of the Dutton legacy. The series seems poised to push the stakes higher than ever before, blending personal, familial, and societal tension into a narrative that could redefine the franchise. One of the most compelling aspects teased in the trailer is how it balances large-scale drama with intimate emotional moments. Spencer Dutton is central to this, not only carrying the weight of the ranch, but also the psychological scars of war. Fans are eager to see how he navigates his dual roles as father and leader, mentor and soldier, protector and decision-maker. The tension between his responsibilities and the ambitions of Elizabeth's child promises to create dramatic suspense that could rival, even surpass, the emotional highs of 1923. Meanwhile, Tiana Rainwater's evolving storyline adds another layer of intrigue. Whether she returns to Montana or carves out a path of her own, the trailer suggests that her choices will influence the unfolding Dutton saga in ways fans are only beginning to theorize about. Her potential intersection with Spencer, Elizabeth, or even external threats introduces unpredictability and keeps fans on edge, wondering what alliances or conflicts might emerge. Beyond the central characters, the trailer hints at the broader wartime context, shaping every decision and confrontation. The ranch is no longer an isolated haven. It exists within a world at war, with political pressures, social upheaval, and external threats creating an atmosphere of tension that feels constant. Fans are already speculating about how these pressures will manifest. Rival families, opportunists seeking to exploit the chaos, or war-related challenges that test the Duttons' resilience and loyalty. Each tease of confall, even after watching the Yellowstone 1944 trailer multiple times, fans can't stop dissecting every moment for hidden hints, subtle foreshadowing, and possible twists that could shake the Dutton family to its core. One of the most intriguing mysteries revolves around Spencer Dutton's transformation. While the trailer shows him as a seasoned, battle-hardened man, there are fleeting glimpses of vulnerability, glances that suggest past trauma isn't fully resolved. Fans are already speculating that his experiences during World War II might not only shape his leadership but could push him toward decisions that divide the family. Could Spencer, despite his best intentions, make a choice that sparks conflict with Elizabeth's child? Or might his actions inadvertently set the stage for future betrayals, echoing the heartbreak we saw in 1923? Then there's Tiana Rainwater, whose journey seems more layered than ever. The trailer hints at a possible mission, a path that may intertwine with both the Duttons and the wider conflicts of the era. Will she become a bridge between the past and present, connecting her story to Yellowstone in ways we haven't yet imagined? Fans are theorizing that Tiana could uncover secrets that alter the family legacy, or even influence the outcome of the next generation conflict. Elizabeth Dutton's child is another source of speculation. With only subtle hints in the trailer, fans are debating whether this character will grow into a hero, an anti-hero, or a wild card whose ambition could fracture the Dutton lineage. Could he challenge Spencer's authority and actually take control of the Yellowstone Ranch? Could this spark a violent, emotionally charged confrontation reminiscent of the shocking events from 1923? The potential for next-generation drama is immense, and every fan theory is fueled by even the smallest visual cues: furrowed brows, tense silences, or lingering camera angles that suggest conflict is brewing. Beyond the immediate family, the trail, the excitement surrounding Yellowstone, 1944 isn't just about seeing familiar faces or discovering new characters. It's about what this series promises to deliver on every level: drama, suspense, and emotional depth that could surpass even the intense highs and heartbreak of 1923. Fans are already speculating about how the prequel will expand the Yellowstone universe, and the trailer has done nothing to dampen that anticipation. In fact, it has only intensified it. One of the most striking elements is the sheer emotional complexity suggested in the footage. Every shot, every line of dialogue, and every tense stare is crafted to remind viewers that this is a story about survival, legacy, and the consequences of choices made under pressure. Spencer Dutton's storyline continues to dominate conversations, as fans eagerly anticipate seeing him navigate the dual responsibilities of leading the ranch and raising a son in the shadow of war. The trailer hints at both mentorship and conflict, suggesting that father and son may clash over values, priorities, or the burdens of their family name. This dynamic alone is enough to promise heartbreak, tension, and unforgettable storytelling. At the same time, Tiana Rainwater's journey introduces an element of unpredictability. Her potential travels to Mexico or California, hinted at in the trailer, could intersect with the Dutton saga in ways that fans can only theorize about. The idea that her actions could indirectly influence the future of Thomas Rainwater, or even affect Yellowstone Ranch itself, is tantalizing, because it ties the prequel directly to the main series while leaving enough mystery to keep viewers on edge. Elizabeth Dutton's story is equally compelling. Ending 1923 widowed and pregnant, her child may play a pivotal role in 1944, introducing new conflicts and generational tension. Fans are already theorizing about how inheritance, rivalry, and ambition could bring Spencer's family and Elizabeth's child into direct con. The trailer for Yellowstone 1944 has sent the fan community into overdrive, not just for what we see on screen, but for what might be coming next. Every frame seems carefully designed to spark theories, hint at future conflicts, and tease shocking twists that could redefine the Dutton legacy. One of the most persistent discussions revolves around Spencer Dutton and his son John. The trailer hints at a father-son dynamic fraught with tension and high stakes. Spencer, shaped by the horrors of war and the burden of leadership, appears ready to mentor John, teaching him the ways of the ranch, the harsh realities of survival, and the unspoken rules that govern the Dutton family. But the trailer also suggests that John is not simply a passive observer. There are hints that he could challenge his father's authority, or perhaps struggle under the weight of expectations, creating a dynamic that promises both emotional resonance and dramatic suspense. Fans are speculating that this tension may escalate into major confrontations, with John's choices potentially influencing the future of the Yellowstone Ranch and the wider family legacy. Then there's Elizabeth Dutton's child, whose storyline is already shrouded in mystery. Ending 1923 pregnant and widowed, Elizabeth's child is likely to become a pivotal figure in 1944, and the trailer seems to suggest that he could clash with Spencer's family over inheritance, power, and control of the ranch. Some fan theories even propose that a dramatic confrontation between cousins could occur, with life-or-death stakes, echoing the brutal family conflicts that have become a hallmark of the franchise. This intergenerational tension creates an underlying suspense that feels almost cinematic, as fans anticipate which characters will emerge as allies, which will betray one another, and how the Dutton family tree will continue to evolve. The trailer also hints at external threats that could further complicate matters. With the backdrop of war, if the trailer is any indication, Yellowstone 1944 is not just about revisiting the past, It's about reshaping the entire mythology of the Dutton family, exploring how the choices, losses, and traumas of one generation ripple into the next. One of the most compelling elements teased in the trailer is how the prequel will explore the psychological and emotional aftermath of war, both on the Duttons and those around them. Spencer, already positioned as a central figure, is shown in moments of quiet tension, hinting at the heavy burden of responsibility he now carries. His time as a soldier, likely shaped by combat and the horrors of World War II, is set to redefine his character in ways that will resonate across multiple storylines. We could see him grappling with PTSD, questioning his decisions, and confronting moral dilemmas that test both his courage and loyalty to the family. But while Spencer's struggles will undoubtedly dominate part of the narrative, the trailer also hints at parallel emotional arcs for other returning characters. Tiana Rainwater, for instance, is portrayed as someone seeking freedom but finding it complicated by circumstance. Her journey may take her far from the Yellowstone ranch, yet the trailer teases that her story is destined to intersect with the Duttons in ways that could alter the family's trajectory for generations. Could she return to Montana? Will her decisions influence Thomas Rainwater's lineage? Fans are already theorizing that Tiana's path could provide a crucial bridge between 1923 and the events of the original Yellowstone series, offering answers to questions that have lingered for years. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Dutton's situation adds a layer of suspense and intrigue that could define the next generation of the Dutton legacy. Ending 1923 widowed and pregnant, Elizabeth's child is poised to become a key player in 1944, potentially clashing with Spencer's family over the Yellowstone ranch. The trailer's subtle hints, shots of Con. The buzz around Yellowstone, 1944, isn't just about the story. It's about who will bring these complex characters back to life. The trailer may have dropped hints, but the cast updates are fueling excitement and speculation across the fan community. Let's start with Spencer Dutton, who seems to be the linchpin of 1944. Brandon Slaner, who first brought Spencer to life in 1923, is reportedly in talks to reprise his role, which has fans ecstatic. But this isn't just the same Spencer we saw before. The trailer suggests